Egyptologists discovered a 13,000-year-old ancient text revealing a secret message. The ancient sands of Egypt have long been regarded as a treasure trove of secrets, history, and artifacts that continue to astound researchers and historians worldwide. For centuries, archaeologists, historians, and Egyptologists have tirelessly combed through tombs, temples, and ruins to uncover fragments of humanity's past, often finding clues to civilizations long lost to time. However, even the most seasoned experts were unprepared for what they uncovered in a recent expedition, a discovery that may well rewrite history as we know it. In an unassuming corner of Egypt, buried deep beneath layers of sand and sediment, Egyptologists unearthed a 13,000-year-old ancient text containing a mysterious and cryptic message. The implications of this discovery are staggering. The text predates many known ancient Egyptian relics and challenges our understanding of the origins of writing, civilization, and the transmission of knowledge. The existence of such an advanced text from a period when humanity was presumed to be in its primitive stages raises profound questions about our ancestors' capabilities and leaves experts grappling with the implications of what this ancient text reveals. Was there a forgotten civilization capable of producing sophisticated written language thousands of years before mainstream timelines allow? Or could this discovery hint at a lineage of knowledge passed down through generations, preserved for some unknown purpose? To unravel this mystery, scholars, linguists, and Egyptologists have turned their attention to this ancient text, meticulously analyzing every symbol, phrase, and clue etched into its surface. The discovery began in a region near the famed Sahara Desert, where an international team of Egyptologists had been conducting excavations in search of evidence of early settlements. The Sahara, though barren today, was not always the lifeless desert we see now. Thousands of years ago, it was lush, verdant, and teeming with life, making it an ideal location for early human communities. The team, led by renowned Egyptologist Dr. Amelia Greaves, was exploring a previously overlooked rock formation that locals believed held cultural significance. What began as routine archaeological work soon took an extraordinary turn when a narrow fissure in the rock led researchers to an underground chamber, untouched for millennia. Inside this chamber, covered in a fine layer of dust and sealed from the elements, lay a series of intricately carved stone slabs. The carvings appeared to contain writing, complex symbols and pictographs that bore some resemblance to early hieroglyphics but were far older than any known examples of Egyptian writing. Radiocarbon dating of the surrounding sediment confirmed the astonishing age of the text, approximately 13,000 years old. Such a date shattered established timelines of human history, as writing systems were previously believed to have emerged around 5,000 years ago in Mesopotamia and Egypt. The text, now referred to as the Codex of Asetka, named after an ancient goddess often associated with wisdom and magic, revealed a message that has left historians and researchers bewildered, excited, and even unnerved. At first glance, the symbols etched into the slabs were an enigma. Unlike traditional hieroglyphics, which have been deciphered over decades of study, the markings in the Codex of Asetka appeared to belong to an entirely unknown language system, one that hinted at an advanced understanding of symbolism, astronomy, and possibly even mathematics. Dr. Greaves and her team quickly realized that this was not just a random collection of symbols or decorative art. The precision of the carvings, the patterns within the arrangement, and the repetition of certain motifs suggested a deliberate and structured message. To decode it, linguists and cryptographers were brought in to assist, and the process of deciphering began. Early analysis revealed recurring images of stars, constellations, and planetary alignments, suggesting that the text might have an astronomical focus. This was not entirely surprising. Ancient civilizations, including the Egyptians, placed great importance on the movements of celestial bodies, often linking them to their gods, myths, and calendars. What was remarkable, however, was the level of accuracy and complexity present in the Codex, with diagrams that appeared to map out star systems and alignments that modern astronomers later confirmed would have been visible in the skies of North Africa 13,000 years ago. As the decoding process continued, researchers uncovered fragments of phrases that seemed to convey a deeper, almost philosophical meaning. Pictographs resembling humans, animals, and celestial symbols were interwoven with abstract shapes and patterns, creating a narrative that hinted at themes of creation, cycles of time, and a mysterious return of knowledge. One of the most striking elements of the codex was a repeated depiction of a serpent-like figure coiled around what appeared to be a tree or pillar, surrounded by radiant beams of light. To some researchers, this imagery was reminiscent of the later Egyptian concept of the Djed pillar, a symbol of stability and eternal life. Others compared it to mythological motifs found in cultures around the world, such as the world tree in Norse mythology or the serpent of wisdom seen in Mesopotamian traditions. This serpent figure appeared alongside depictions of a mysterious figure that some scholars believe could represent an early deity or sage. The presence of such universal symbols within the codex led experts to hypothesize that the text might contain a form of primordial wisdom, a message meant to preserve knowledge for future generations. But why would a civilization go to such lengths to carve this message into stone? What events, challenges, or beliefs drove them to leave behind such a carefully encoded record? As Egyptologists delved further, they discovered that certain symbols in the Codex of Asetkah bore a striking resemblance to those found in the Osirian myth, a central narrative in ancient Egyptian religion. The Osirian myth, which tells the story of Osiris, Isis, and Horus, speaks of death, resurrection, and the cyclical nature of time. Could it be that the Codex represented an even earlier form of this mythology, a precursor to the stories that would later define ancient Egyptian belief systems? If so, this would suggest an extraordinary continuity of ideas, stretching back thousands of years before the rise of dynastic Egypt. Additionally, a section of the Codex appeared to reference a great catastrophe, a time of upheaval, floods, and darkness. This portion of the text immediately caught the attention of geologists and historians, who noted its potential connection to theories of global cataclysms, such as the Younger Dryas impact hypothesis. According to this theory, around 12,800 years ago, Earth experienced a sudden and devastating cooling event, likely triggered by cometary impacts, which led to widespread flooding and climate change. Could the creators of the Codex have been recording their experiences of such an event? If true, the text not only provides historical evidence of this period but also offers insight into how early civilizations may have responded to environmental catastrophe, preserving their knowledge for future generations to rediscover. The possibility of such a message opens profound implications for the study of ancient history. For decades, mainstream archaeology has operated under the assumption that complex societies capable of advanced writing systems and astronomy did not exist until the advent of agriculture and organized cities around 5,000 to 6,000 years ago. Yet the Codex of Asetkah challenges this paradigm, suggesting that a sophisticated civilization may have existed far earlier than previously believed. This discovery aligns with other anomalous findings from around the world, such as Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, a 12,000-year-old site featuring massive stone structures and underwater ruins that hint at lost coastal cities submerged after the last ice age. Could these sites be part of a larger, interconnected story? Was there a lost civilization, advanced in knowledge and culture, that preceded the known ancient world? The Codex raises more questions than answers, but its very existence compels researchers to reconsider humanity's early history and the transmission of wisdom across generations. Further analysis of the text revealed another astonishing element: references to the alignment of certain stars and celestial events that would occur in the distant future. Some researchers interpreted this as evidence that the creators of the Codex possessed an advanced understanding of precession, the slow, cyclical wobble of Earth's axis that changes the position of the stars over thousands of years. This level of astronomical knowledge, if proven, would suggest that the civilization responsible for the Codex not only observed the heavens but also understood long-term celestial patterns far beyond what was previously thought possible for humanity at that time. Additionally, encoded within the text were hints at cycles of destruction and renewal, echoing themes found in later civilizations' myths about floods, fire, and rebirth. The text seemed to carry an implicit warning, a message that knowledge must be preserved to endure through the ages of darkness and upheaval.
The Codex of Asetka stands as both a testament to humanity's ingenuity and a mystery that continues to defy explanation.
It reminds us that the sands of time often hide as much as they reveal, and that our understanding of history is far from complete. For Egyptologists like Dr. Amelia Greaves and her team, this discovery is only the beginning. Advanced imaging techniques, AI-powered linguistic models, and interdisciplinary collaboration are being employed to unlock the full meaning of the Codex and its secrets. As researchers piece together its message, one thing becomes increasingly clear: the people who created this text possessed a depth of knowledge, creativity, and foresight that challenges everything we thought we knew about the ancient world. Ultimately, the discovery of the 13,000-year-old ancient text invites us to reflect on the enduring human quest for knowledge, the resilience of wisdom across millennia, and the possibility that our ancestors were far more advanced than we give them credit for. The Codex of Asetka is not just an artifact, it is a bridge to the past, carrying with it the echoes of a civilization that sought to leave behind a message for those who would come after. Its existence reminds us that history is a story still being written, and that, perhaps, the most astonishing discoveries still lie buried beneath the sands, waiting for their secrets to be revealed.